Hi, catchy title, right? So, how exactly does a person become successful at a certain thing? How do you become good at something? How do you become a professional? Is it by being motivated that one day or a week or even a month and just killing it? Probably not. It's probably by being consistent and doing that thing that you're trying to accomplish or improve upon for an extended period of time. And it's almost always counted in years. For example, if I feel motivated today and I want to hit the gym, and I go ahead and I do like a 2-hour workout and I really kill it, and I don't really see that much of a difference. But if I were to work out every day, and it doesn't have to be a 2-hour amazing workout, just 10 minutes every day, in a year or two, it would make a huge difference, and I will see an improvement in my appearance and my health and probably the way I feel, right? But being motivated for a year or 2 or 3, it's kind of tough and kind of unnecessary. Another example is if you were to subscribe to my channel right now and just be done with it, I would have 1 subscriber more. But if you were to take a year off and make a new YouTube account every day and subscribe to my channel with that new account every day, in a year, I will have 365 subscribers. So consistency is extremely important. So how do we do that? How do we stay consistent for an extended period of time? I don't know, like go watch Better Ideas. Joy probably knows. I don't know what I'm doing here. First, we need to stop ourselves from procrastinating and not even trying and beginning to do the thing that we have to do. And we'll talk about procrastination and how to do that later on in the video. Second thing we need to do is to build a habit. So motivation comes and goes. It ebbs and flows. It's not sustainable. Nobody can feel motivated every day 24/7. We all have moments where we just don't feel like doing something. We don't feel really productive. We just want to sit around, watch Netflix, just scroll through Instagram or whatever it is. You can't really be motivated 100% of the time. What I would replace that motivation with is discipline. And if we are disciplined long enough, we'll be able to build a habit, and then it's just gonna come naturally. We're just not gonna have to worry about motivation or discipline. Now, it takes an average of 66 days for a habit to really stick. It's not like I did a real experiment and a lot of math. I just Googled it. So Google says it takes 66 days to build a habit. All right, so all that being said, let's start with procrastination. Now, I'm a huge procrastinator. I put off things. And if you match that with an addictive personality when it comes to video games, that's not really a good combo. So the number one thing that really helped me overcome procrastination and start doing that thing that I have to do is the 5-minute rule. Essentially, with the 5-minute rule, you just tell yourself that you're gonna do that thing that you have to do for at least 5 minutes. And then after those 5 minutes, if you don't feel like doing it anymore, you can just stop. And if you put it that way, it's much easier to get going because it takes just 5 minutes. It's not that hard to accomplish, right? Whereas if you were to think about hours and hours or even days of doing that thing that you have to do, it can be kind of off-putting and kind of hard to start, right? And the idea behind that is that the hardest thing when it comes to doing something is actually just starting with the work itself. It's not really the action of doing the thing, it's just starting. So if you give yourself a chance of just 5 minutes of doing the thing that you have to do, most likely than not, you're gonna be doing that thing for much longer than only 5 minutes, because starting really is the hardest thing. And once you start and you get that momentum going in those first 5 minutes, it's gonna be much easier. And again, if you don't feel like doing it after 5 minutes, just stop. But from my personal experience, 90% of the time, it's not gonna happen. And you're just gonna continue doing the thing for longer. All right, so with procrastination out of the way, how do we become disciplined enough to make ourselves do that thing every day? Well, it's just by doing it every day, but not in a way that you probably think. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whether that's a personal project or your fitness goals, going to the gym, maybe eating healthier, whatever it is that you're trying to do, just make sure you're moving towards it every day, no matter how slowly. What I mean by that, again, take working out, for example. If you're trying to work out and be physically active, and you have a plan where you're gonna hit the gym for an hour every single day, probably gonna burn out and quit because that's just too hard to do. But if you shift that idea of working out an hour every single day to just being physically active every single day, then those days where you're kind of feeling off and you're feeling sluggish and you don't really feel like going to the gym, maybe go on a light jog, maybe do some stretching exercises, maybe even go for a walk with your friend. That's enough of a movement in the right direction that you need to have every single day, and that is exactly what builds discipline. If you need to answer those 20 emails, start with just answering 1 or even half of the email. Just write a title. If you have an off day, just start moving in that direction. Just to kind of engrave that idea of discipline into your self, your mind, into your everyday life. So just by following these 2 rules every day, the 5-minute rule and the I don't have a name for it, be disciplined and do the thing every day rule, It will be much easier to get to those 66 days that it takes to build a habit on average. And once you build the habit, well, then you're set. You can shape it the way you want and add or remove things gradually to make it fit your lifestyle the best way possible. Even though I said that you don't need motivation, you will also, through that process, probably be more and more motivated to do the thing as well, because you're gonna see the progress, you're gonna see yourself being disciplined and moving towards your goal, and all these things are gonna motivate you and make it even easier for you. But you need to start somewhere. These are just some things that I've been trying out for myself, and they worked for me in the past, and hopefully they can help you as well. So be patient, be consistent, realize it's a marathon. Try to utilize these 2 rules that we just talked about. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel instead of leaving a comment, because the mighty algorithm in all of its glory is going to be happy with that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Peja, this is Avian. Next video dropping in just a couple of days, and I really do hope I'll see you there. Okay, bye. Yeah, okay, bye.